to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there. If you want energy like this, get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code Brian B NRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesdays.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment LLC, followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah, be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and right after that, for WTW, we got the STR Nation, baby, Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all.
WTW.
Is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Yo, listen, is it Sunday? It's Sunday? Oh, man, we ain't did one of these in a while. Yo, I don't know if you guys know what time it is. Tuesday nights, we host the Beeline Web Show. Please, thank you guys so much for the love and the support on the web show on Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. On Wednesday nights, we go straight through the ropes, bro, with Wrestle Talk. We are all kind of wrestling, WWE, AEW, New Japan, TNA, whatever they got going on. We talking everything. Mostly WWE, though. I ain't going to lie to you. But you know what? We also got a show we do on Thursday. It's called the Entertainment Show. That's coming back very shortly because we got the end of Beyond 1130 coming up. You've been watching. Thank you so much. But then we get to Sunday night and we go live on the line. Yo, I'm super happy to be back on the line with Live on the Line. As my first time back, I literally woke up today and said, check it out. I want Live on the Line to come back. and that's what happened. So we back on it. I hope everything's working good because I wasn't even expecting to go live today, but I'm live. And if you don't know what we are, let me remind you. Let's go.
This is a breaking news report. Breaking news.
People, it's time to get live on the line.
Hope you guys didn't miss us too much, man. Hope you guys ain't missed us too much. But once again, thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing the channel. It's been great, having the presence being felt again. I want to let you guys know. I just want to state this very clearly. Listen, I don't know if there's been any talk. I don't think there's been any talk. But I just want to say I'm not going nowhere, man. This is my home. This is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. 5 years we've been rocking with the Beeline Entertainment LLC. 5 years you guys have been watching us grow, watching us progress, watching us change into different things. And I cannot tell you, I enjoy every bit of it, and I'm not going nowhere. So once again, thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe. If you see the content anywhere, check us out. We be talking about some dope shit. Interesting perspectives, man. A lot of places, you go on their shows and they're like, oh, can I safely talk here? Like, yes, you can safely talk here. But if you think safely is like, oh, can I say something and nobody's gonna judge me or say something towards? Nah, we're gonna. If somebody has a opposing side or opinion, that's one of the best things about conversation. If you want to go somewhere and just be validated, then good luck with that shit. Who wants to watch that boring shit? But here we're gonna get straight to the point on every fucking thing, yo. Now, once again, I just want to reintroduce Live on the Line. Live on the Line is a group panel discussion. Usually I'll have different podcasters on or just different people in general to talk about different topics and opinions. But since I threw this one together real quick, I just got somebody with me. Somebody came on with me. They wanted to come on and talk. And he is no stranger to the show. He's always my co-host when we do our entertainment show. We talk about a lot of interesting stuff. But you got my man, Kyle. Eric, what up, Kyle?
What's good, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling, bro. Thank you so much for joining in last minute. I didn't let nobody know about this. And I'm excited, man. I definitely feel good. I've been wanting to get back to Live on the Line for a little while. You are like a veteran of Live on the Line, bro. You've been on them since like the beginning.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. You've been on for a while. You've been rocking with the Beeline for a while, Kyle. How you doing, man?
Man, life is good. Had a few setbacks here and there, but life itself is good. I can't complain, bro.
Hey, man, listen, that's good to hear. I know it's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. I've been trying to just kind of keep my composure with certain things because you get a lot of information and then you kind of gotta cipher it however you cipher it. A lot of people tend to be like, oh, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But recently, man, like, these school shootings and all this bullshit that's been going on. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes you hear things and it's just like the time that you're hearing them affects you more. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something, you want a roller coaster and shit like that, you're at an amusement park or whatever, you hear something real quick. Oh man, that's crazy. But you preoccupied. You're not, thinking about that or dwelling on that shit. But you hear something when you at work or you sitting down, not really doing something or whatever. Sometimes I'll be cooking or something like that or whatever. I look at my phone and see some crazy shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? You got more time to think about it.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. But
that literally just happened to me.
That's what happened to you. Okay, well, so tell us the story. Tell us what happened. What happened?
That literally just happened to me before I got on. My girlfriend gave me some info, and she wanted to get my opinion on it, right?
Okay.
Because it hit her and her soul. So
yeah.
So the town where she lives recently, a school in the town where she lives recently had a bomb threat. Right.
Ah, damn.
So along with the fact that we've had back-to-back school shootings in different in different states already, right? She asked me, so why do you think they don't, shut the school down for a day? Like if there's a bomb threat or something, why don't they, get the kids home? And the first thing that came to mind was because she was bullied as a kid, and so was I. So looking at it from like that, I was like, okay, so today they still have to deal with the same stuff we had to deal with as kids, except the levels have been unfortunately increased.
Yeah.
The amount of these school shootings is it's a regular basis. There are databases keeping track of how many school shootings there are.
Yeah.
I remember having bomb threats and like fights. Unfortunately, they're the most normal thing you could think of when you're in
Oh
school.
yeah. Yeah.
You know
School
what I'm
fights
saying?
was
Fights is
some
just,
school fights was the
that's just
shit.
like the fights, the bullying. Unfortunately, that's the normal stuff. But
Yeah,
then
man.
when you get like bomb threats and stuff, we used to get bomb threats every few months when I was in school.
Damn.
And I was in a school where we were. It ain't that bad now, at least from what I heard. But when I was in school, we were on academic probation, right? At one point, only half my class graduated, right?
Oh shit.
And at one point, I think sophomore or junior year is when they when they hired a cop to look after to look after the school.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I had seen somebody get handcuffed and freaking. It was the first time I had ever seen somebody my age. No, my age. I had seen people get handcuffed before, but it was the first time I had seen somebody my age because they weren't playing. If you were fighting or thinking about fighting or pulling fire alarm, junk like that, the next thing you know, you getting either arrested, in-house suspension, whatever. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And
I lived in in-house suspension. Hold on, Kyle. I gotta cut you off real quick because yo, check it out, yo. Live of the Line comes back and we bringing it back. Yo, this is actually this is like a small reunion to last August. I think I came back and you and this gentleman was on the show with me when I first came back, and that is Welcome Back with Random Thoughts with Eric G. Eric G,
Hey,
baby. What up, G?
what's good, y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all
What's up,
doing?
man?
How y'all doing?
Doing
Good.
good,
Hey,
man.
I'm in the back room listening to Kyle. Like, God damn, you went to school during the wire? What the hell?
Right, bro. It went okay.
I was
Hey, yo,
stressed out.
where's Wallace?
It
Where's
wasn't
Wallace?
it wasn't that bad as far as from what I remember. But yeah, we were on academic probation. There were like there was at least one bomb threat every few months. You know what I'm saying? And it was
Actual
like that.
bombs.
It was like that. But thankfully,
really
there was
doing it.
no real bombs or nothing. But people kids trying to get out of school, or somebody pulls the fire, either that or somebody pulls the fire alarm.
Oh yeah.
Right. When I was in school too, man. I think it was a senior prank, man. We had a bomb threat every fucking day. Like during the last month of school, we had a bomb threat like almost every day. And I'm like, God damn, it's too fucking hot to be standing outside all
for
day.
real. Stand outside after the fire alarm. Everybody walk safe. Everybody walk slow. Now motherfuckers just trample your ass.
But it's different nowadays. Shit, like we had a bomb threat. These niggas have active shooters. Like that's the difference.
Every 5 fucking minutes, yo. That's what we were just talking about. Like I was just talking about how you get the news, and because I was trying to figure out like what to talk about today, and I was like, man, fuck it, man. There's plenty of stuff going on, but the most recent school shooting that just happened, everybody's kind of talking about with the 14-year-old kid, that just did it. Yo, that's an hour from me, bro. That shit is an hour from me. I used to deliver ice cream. When I used to have the ice cream job, I used to deliver ice cream to like the Walgreens and probably even the school. Because I used to take in the coolers and shit. I used to go inside the schools and fill up their coolers in the cafeterias. Mm-hmm. So when I heard this story, I was just like, man, are you fucking serious? Like, it's just starting to hit too close to home, bro. And that's why I think I've been dwelling on this shit a lot more this time.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a question though. Do y'all think that everybody blame the video games, they blame the parents, and what do y'all think is the reason behind all this? What do y'all think is the reason why we got all this shit going down? Especially with these kids.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro? I think once again, I'm gonna blame it on there's too much information, yo. There's too much information and people can't handle it. Everybody's calling it mental health. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not mental health. But I think that term has been kind of formulated into just like an excuse. There you go. See, an excuse in a way, and it's easy for people to be dismissive at this point. And kind of it needs to be dismissed occasionally because you can't have somebody do fucking anything without them trying to blame their mental health at this point. It might be true, but I'm just saying, like, you can't be robbing a store and then be like, "Oh, my mental health is acting up." No, get the fuck out of here. You're trying to use it as a weapon instead of an actual like understanding to fix the situation. And
Damn, my
yeah,
bad.
so I think it's just we got too much information. People just have the ability to do all this shit now.
Yeah, and this my thing is, I was thinking that too, man. Like the ex, like I remember what was it? It was one shooter that he ordered parts of a gun until he got up enough parts to make it to build a gun. And I was like, yo, and I'm with you. It's so I think it's because we got so much access to the internet now, and everybody's just free will to post whatever the fuck they want to post. It's easy for kids to be like, who's curious about how to shoot. They'll do it, man. And that's my thing is, it's not. I don't think it's mental health all the time.
I don't either. I definitely don't.
I think just first of all, it's a society we living in now where everybody feels like. I don't think people even realize that this is a real life in the fucking movie. That's the truth.
That's a good point. That's a really good fucking point, bro.
I don't think people think this is real life anymore. I think people just feel like I think people really believe that we living in simulation.
Simulation. Yeah, I believe that.
I think people really believe that.
Good, Kyle. You got something to say on it too?
I've been okay as far as the gun violence thing. I have had so many discussions with parents and non-parents alike, and the first thing they come up with is video games and the media and stuff like that. And at a certain point, I had to tell. I was like, "Look, I grew up on violent video games. Not one time did I ever think." And I got bullied my entire school career. Not one time did I think of coming in and shooting people up. All right, that's one thing. Number two,
hitting you with a baseball bat, maybe.
Oh, I got
real. You thought some violent shit. You got some violent shit.
I'm gonna fuck your ass one way or another.
I got a story about a baseball bat, but thankfully it wasn't me. But
not enough for me to go to jail for real.
Oh heck no. But the thing is, like, I think people want to have like one like answer, like cause, like what's the cause, what's the effect. There's so many causes because you notice how they love to profile people that do that. Like for like every other shooter was a white dude or a white kid from wherever who had a bad family or was a recluse or stuff like that. They love to profile whomever, and they're like, okay, so what was his family life like? What was their what kind of music were they listening to? What kind of Now my thing is there's been so many stories like that relegated here, even though it's not the first, it's not the only place that this happens. But at the same time, it happens a lot here in America.
Oh yeah,
too much.
But you want to know something? To touch back on what Eric was saying as well, I just had a conversation about that same thing, bro. You know what's crazy? At times it's easy to kind of, forget if we are living in reality anymore because you have so much shit getting constructed with, artificial intelligence, with just the fucking the algorithms and stuff like that, or reading all your decisions, they're putting stuff in front of you. It's like just think of it like this. Let's say somebody goes to school and your phone is picking up that you're getting bullied all the time. And then maybe they start to fucking play shit in front of you. And then it's some kind of mind control and manipulation. That's a high possibility that shit like that is going on. And we're so unaware because we're constantly gratified by everything that we have going on. And then you have, you're on TikTok scrolling different videos, whether you like whatever you like, you're in your car listening to music, downloading music. There's so many different avenues that's taking your attention away from the actual events that's happening, or even the information that's being implemented in your head. There's a lot going on, bro. But also you got
to realize too, though, that the way this new generation is set up, and I'm not saying that we didn't have shit in our generation or we didn't have shit before us, whatever. But, I mean, we had school shooting. I mean, the first main known one was during I think in the late 90s.
Columbine.
That's the first shit I remember.
That was the first one that was nationwide.
That was 99, right?
Yeah, and that was a whole child.
That might have been even earlier than that. I think
we're like it was in the mid 90s. Yeah. So, but my thing was that but it's different nowadays. It's not just about people feeling bullied and they want to come to the schools no more. It wasn't. Columbine wasn't about that. Columbine was about two guys who had a God complex, and they were like, "We're just gonna come in and we want to take back what we feel." And even if you go back to their school, they see your portraits, they see your class photos. They're in the video, they're in the portraits, aiming guns at the camera. But nowadays,
that's right. That's right. I saw that.
Nowadays, I think it's more about who's going to be who. I'm trying to make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? This is known as a white man's. The white boys is always doing it. I bet you could be a black kid next that I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm just gonna make my name as the first black school shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody doing this. It's a popularity thing now, and I think that we got to get to. I think I hate to say this. I said this on another show before. I think we kind of gotta. I think the internet kind of got to go down again.
Damn, yo, I've thought of that previously in the past too. I think the internet is a blessing and a curse. You know, a lot of people talk about it. It's one of the greatest things that we've ever had access to. But at the same time, you do have to weigh and see is it more evil than it is, you know, good at this point, bro. The internet is great, but everything is great. To a gun is great. A gun, think how great a gun is.
But when it's too much access to it, it's a problem though.
Exactly. Anything that can be slanted and used in such a negative way, and how that negativity affects everything after that. That's where you gotta have to kind of, you know, prioritize what's important to stick around and what's important to take away. So yeah, I agree with you, bro. I mean, as bad as it sounds, but we may just have too much fucking information unless you want to challenge it with, you know, security and you know, allowance and whatever you want to call it, with people structuring us and saying, okay, well, you have 15 minutes of internet, you can't look through this, you can't look at that, you only look at this. But then that could be fucking used negatively, and people can overpower and, you know, use it to control people.
But what we also can look at, the fact is, back when we was in school, we didn't have we had internet access when I was in high school. We had it, but it was a monitored situation. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't nowhere near now.
Yeah, come on, Cal. You know you try to.
I hear you.
Hello, Cal trying to look at. He tried to look at Pornhub in third period, and that damn block sign came up.
Let me tell you something. No, but let me tell you something. During the Windows XP days, okay.
Come on now.
Like during the Windows XP days, I knew people who knew how to get the administrator password. All they needed to do was figure out which teacher had the info. They'd go to the computer because I stayed in the tech ed room. Most people that knew wanted to get to like a site they weren't supposed to go to. Like when I found out there was two White House sites, that was because somebody figured out the administrator password, unblocked everything, and then before school started, you know, they covered their tracks, or at least they thought they did. You know, some of them did get caught.
Well, y'all some fucking nerds, because I'll tell you right now, I was too busy getting in trouble. I didn't know none of that shit.
Brian, we're looking at two girls in a cup, and we didn't know what the hell was going on.
No. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I was looking at that shit too.
Oh my god, y'all was some freaks.
You talking about looking at the White House shit? Like, oh,
yo, did y'all hear that was actually fake? As far as like, it wasn't actual shit. It was chocolate. They said it was like chocolate mousse.
Help. It was still.
It doesn't help. But.
That does not help. That does not help.
Yeah, let me tell you, man. When it got to the point, like at the beginning, I was like, you know, we when it first came out, I was probably like 14, and I remember like watching, 16, I like you know, all is in the library. We in the library because, you know, that was during the AOL like this days, so we didn't have internet. But we was like, so we was out in the library at school. And we were like, yo, this a flick, man. Yo, they about to get it in. And all of a sudden, you look, what the fuck is that? This motherfucker's
that shit was crazy, yo.
Oh, like, do y'all remember Rotten.com? Like
Rotten.com, Crack.com. I was trying to think of the other one. There was a couple of them.
Was the one that made me realize that I'm not built. That I'm not built as tough as I think I am.
Remember when you used to click, because it would just give you like, it wouldn't give you a picture. It would give you like a sentence, and it would say something. That's what I remember. The one I was on used to give you a sentence, and you say, oh, this person isn't gonna go too far today or some shit like that, and you click on it, it'd be a motherfucker getting his legs chopped off or something. And
But no,
it was a lot of that stuff.
What I remember was on Rotten.com, it took like 10 minutes for this big ass image to pop up. Man, and
it was buffering.
Yeah, no, they were buffering. This how I go. This is how I go. You see, like,
damn, Eric is watching shit in the medieval times or something.
Hey, yo, hold on.
The first computer ever, nigga.
Hey, yo, when the time that shit came here, you see a whole goddamn leg getting cut off. Like, oh.
Eric was on the computer in fucking Middle Ages and shit.
Man,
they was drawing it.
The internet back then was slow compared to where we are today, but it was the freaking Wild West.
It was.
Hold on. It showed the whole damn screen was a fucking picture of somebody in a fucking damn car wreck. And I was
somebody getting brutalized. And then they had, you remember when YouTube used to show? YouTube used to show everything. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't show like porn, but they show people getting murdered. They show everything on fucking YouTube. Like Gaddafi shit was on YouTube.
People putting videos up. There wasn't any there was regulations, but it was nothing like what it is. What it is today.
Nothing like today. Yeah, and we need that shit. People might get frustrated or whatever, but we need that regulation. I mean, I think. Listen. I put on TikTok. I want to say this shit, and I hope TikTok hears me. I love TikTok. I love the app. It's one of my fucking greatest downtimes. I'm always on it. But I had sat there and said something. It was a video I was watching. Lately, I've been watching these videos of these people who fuck with the cops, yo. Like they're getting in trouble and they just talk back, run their mouth. They're just fucking wilding out. And then they do something, they take it too far and they go a little too, and then the cops finally have a reason to lock their ass up. And yo, not for nothing, they deserve the shit. But at the end of the day, I sat there and I said something on this one lady's video. She was bitching at a cop. And I said, damn, people really got fucking problems. Oh, it was a video like a lady, she had went to like a Chili's or a Fridays or something like that. And it was a special. It was like, $13.99 all you can eat. They have those specials at those places.
I know what you're gonna say, man. Go ahead.
She took her whole fucking family thinking that it was $13.99 just for everybody to eat. And they arguing.
Oh boy.
And I put under there in the comment, and I usually don't even do this, but this shit was so stupid. I was like, man, some people really don't got some people are really just mentally out of their mind or some shit like that. That's exactly how I said it. No cursing even. They fucking flagged it, talking about, oh, this is inappropriate speech. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't even say shit anymore. Like,
the algorithms can't tell the difference. Between what is considered appropriate and what is not considered appropriate. I just had something explained to me recently having to do with a gamer tag, right? Mm-hmm. So a buddy of mine, he's a big Superman fan, so he tried to use the term kryptonite in his name, but it's spelled with like 2 K's and right. And at one point he's like, here is the gamer tag, but I got flagged because it had an NIG in it, and I'm like, but that's how you spell the name. So my friend another friend had to explain to me that the reason why the computer saw it as and flagged the name is because people love to just use racial slurs to get a rise out of people. So if they see that in the thing, they're just going to potentially use that to start harassing people online because that's what people do. So I'm like, but that's part of the word. It's not.
Yeah.
It's the word itself. It's part of it.
In that case, I need them to flag Arnold Schwarzenegger's last name.
Yep, all the way.
They be fucking that damn name up.
Schwarzenegger.
We all did.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like, say that again.
Trying to get away with it and shit.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, check it out. So now we got a full room. So I got a couple of things that I wanted to check out with you guys. I want to get your opinions on it. So check this video out. Let me know if y'all heard this story. It's crazy shit. I don't want to come too hard the first day back, but we'll have laugh challenges and we coming back to that. So we back. Here we go. Check this out.
Hey, can't hear it, boss.
Oh, y'all can't hear it? Yeah, I didn't know if it
No.
was
No, we
playing or
can't hear
not.
it.
What the fuck is going
Yeah, can't
on?
hear it, boss.
Let me try to bring it back in. This
All right.
this story is crazy, yo. You can't hear me either?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I
We
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. We
Yeah.
can't hear the video.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me try to bring it back. I don't know if my computer's fucking up or not.
Okay.
I'm trying to get I don't know if I told you here. While I'm doing this, let me share some information with y'all. I'm officially switching over to Apple, yo. I'm giving in and I'm getting a MacBook. I'm getting all that shit. I'm done with playing with this shit.
Dude,
I'm
let me tell you this,
hardwired
man.
right now, and I'm still got problems.
Man, I'm finna give him my iPhone, man. I'm tired of this.
Hey, be careful because
Tired
Apple
of-
got sued
okay, we
again.
switching places. Hey, listen, take whatever you got. I got this iPad right here. This motherfucker works like clockwork, bro. I never have an issue. It never buffers. Rest of this shit, I can't wait to get my shit situated.
I mean, maybe because I got damn Verizon or some shit, but my shit ain't worth a fuck no more.
What's your
Yeah, I don't
service
know,
provider?
man.
Man, let me tell you, man, Verizon. I said it on my random thoughts. Verizon ain't been the same since that nigga started walking around the world talking about good. It has not been the
Good.
same.
You good?
Yeah, good. It's not been the same since he retired. This is not. My phone has been. I can't go no damn well and I only have one bar where I go, man. This is stupid.
Dang.
It's a pain in the ass. All right, let's try this again.
Look, Ray.
Hear it?
A little
bit.
One of many seemingly harmless videos sent to Chance Crawford's mother by Ernest Lamar Love. Chance's mother, Charlene Safour, speaking out for the first time since her son's death earlier this week. Safour says she met Love at the amazing church in Lake Elsinore, where Love was a minister and a prophet. But just hours into this so-called prophet babysitting Chance last Thursday night, Love drove the 6-year-old to the ER and called Chance's mom.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head.
Brain swelling, according to the DA, but there were more injuries. Raw, gaping wounds on Chance's backside. The district attorney's office says that Love beat the 6-year-old with a large piece of lumber.
My son suffered. He died a brutal death. It's brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
At the church, this prophet was apparently a wolf in sheep's clothing, accused of inappropriate behavior with women here.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You gotta push through it.
All right. Sorry for the bad. Yeah, for the bad. Hopefully you guys heard enough of that. So just to kind of cover it real quick, apparently it was a 6-year-old kid, and this is kid's barber too. And I guess the mom, this guy went to the church, pastor, all this stuff, whatever. And he was babysitting for her. And whatever happened, he wound up killing her son, beating him like real bad and all this other shit or whatever. So when I heard this story, of course, I'm a parent. Eric, I know you a parent. Kyle, I know you hear stuff like this. We've talked about shit like this previously. But I'm really trying to figure out like what's going on with people. Somebody got something, I don't know, somebody playing something in the background or something.
It's probably me. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
No, you good. But yeah, so you have like people who get frustrated and stuff like that or whatever, because they can't find people to watch their kids. And a lot of times, man, people just are too trusting. And oh, he's in the church. I mean, and nothing against them, honestly. I mean, you got somebody who goes to church, they're barber, like got a lot of green flags, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, you want to watch my child, you gotta watch my child. But then something unfortunate like this shit happens, man. And it makes me think to myself, I don't want nobody watching my kid. I didn't let my son went to daycare. His mom worked there. My other daughter, my youngest daughter now, we've had her since she's been a kid and we're homeschooling her. So I don't even want my daughter going to fucking school no more. So I know I've said that a lot, but it's just like stories like this, man, is showing me like, Eric, for you, let's start with you because you have kids, but have you ever been in a situation where you had to try to trust somebody to watch your children? What? Not just at school, but just I'm like you needed a babysitter, you had to go to work, you had a situation where you needed to have somebody to watch your kid.
Well, first of all, like it's kind of different in my situation because, quote unquote, yes, I'm a step parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I came into my wife's life, man, my boys was little kids. Yeah. They were small boys at the time. So I think that the opposite would be for me with like because I would watch them a lot of the times. I would watch when she go to work. vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I would come over to the house and I'll babysit the boys, and I know that fear could be put on for me. You know what I'm
On
saying?
you, yeah.
And,
exactly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And the thing is, I was at that time I was a professional mentor to my organization, so I was used to working with little kids. I was used to working with little boys. Well, working with little boys. I don't want nobody to think nothing crazy.
No, you're right.
Yeah, but so I understand that. I understand the fear. You know, so I understand that fear that they have, and especially as a man, and you trying to. Sometimes you do want to discipline them. Sometimes you do want to, like you're saying, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll snatch the little asses up in a minute. Like, get your ass in. But you got to know too how far to go with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't discipline people, other people's kids anyway.
Yeah,
you know
I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, and that's one thing. But another thing is too, though. I get mad seeing shit like this, man. You know what I'm saying?
So do I, man. So do I.
The first thing first, though, is in the Bible. It said, "Be aware of false prophets," and that's what I think he was, because you got to look at his track record. You see that he had issues with women in the church. You see, all of a sudden he tried. I think that's what he did with his mother. He tried to get the mother through the son. So he was like, "I'm gonna befriend the son." And he basically he couldn't give two damns about the son.
At the young kid.
He wanted to
absolutely right. That's exactly what I thought as soon as I heard the story. Exactly what I said. Exactly the situation. What'd you feel, Kyle?
Lock him up.
Yeah, that's my whoop. He didn't get his ass whooped, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Lock him up. Let the inmates deal with him. Okay, because you hurt a kid and they find this out in prison. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Let them deal with him. Let them deal with him. But as far as because this is not the first story of like this I've heard.
I'm almost tired of jail, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm almost tired of fucking jail. I'm almost tired of jail. It's starting to be like it's weird. I think some people get in these situations and do these horrible crimes and shit like that, where it's not a shadow of a doubt that it is them. And then they're able to have a trial that goes on for time. We have to pay for it. You have to pay to keep them alive. You got to pay to do this. You got to pay to do that. Like, where is like the understanding that maybe we have to start changing some of these laws? Like, people who are going to commit these fucking heinous acts, heinous acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, murdering your whole family. And why do you go to jail? There was a motherfucker who was on death row, and a lot of motherfuckers, but the one recently, and he just got executed, like 80 fucking years old. People dying on death row. Like, why the fuck do they have this shit being stressed for so long? I get that some people are innocent and all that shit, but when you got horrible shit like this, parents murdering their kids, neglecting their kids, bitches going on vacation and leaving their fucking baby.
Yo, that shit was stupid.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
And so that's another question going back to what we talked about earlier, though. And like I say, I think I get that we talk about mental health is a big issue we have here in America, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is the post-COVID world and COVID ran rampant and fuck with everybody mental and all this other shit. I don't know what it is. But we look at the fact is that nobody's thinking normal no more. Nobody's thinking like, okay, nobody's having a conscience. That's what it is. Nobody's having a conscience anymore. Nobody's saying, okay, maybe this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, come on, 6-year-old, all you gotta do, if you want to discipline for real, 2 little pap, don't do that anymore. That's it.
For real.
What did you use? What wooden tool you use?
A wooden point.
He was torturing that fucking kid, bro. He was torturing that fucking kid.
He hit him with like a piece of 2x4. And I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, yo, what the fuck is you like what's in your head? Say, okay, I'm this is the punishment I'm gonna go with. But or
even that far, and even that fucking far, like.
But where are we at now? We're hearing so many cases of parents killing kids, of killing their kids. I follow the story like you said with the lady who what was her fucking? Where was you at when you say, hey, you know what? I need a vacation.
That's unreal.
I need a vacation. Little Ray and baby girl, y'all gonna watch yourselves. I'm gonna FaceTime you so show you what to do while I'm on a cruise. What was this? What the fuck is you thinking,
bro? It was a baby. It wasn't even. It was just a baby. It was just a baby. It was a baby in a crib and everything. She left it. it was I don't know if it was a few
I think
weeks,
the
but I
baby
know
was
it
like
was,
a year or something, but
yeah,
still baby.
the baby was in a fucking crib, bro. I know that shit for sure because they had a camera. They had a camera of the baby, and the fucking lady left and went on vacation.
But then she
And
said
left
she
the
left food.
baby.
She said I left food in the crib with him.
Bro, I don't even remember all that.
I remember because I saw the what you call it, the sentencing, right? Because
Yeah.
everything's on freaking YouTube and TikTok. You don't even have to look that hard. You just gotta scroll. But the judge had no mercy on her whatsoever.
Yeah.
Why? You shouldn't. We need more. We need more examples like that. We need more people to know that. Okay, it's a fucking consequence for the devil, especially the police force. We'll talk about that another time. But
bro, that's what I'm saying though. Why are we like that mom on some real shit? If you that fucking stupid, I don't care if it's an accident. I don't care what. Oh, I forgot. I hit my head too hard at work. Fuck you, yo. If you're that stupid, and you're gonna go on vacation and leave your baby at home actively, you should be fucking murdered, bro. You should just be taken out off this fucking planet. Go to the shooting yard, whatever.
We got shit, but you got shit like the Casey Anthony case where the mother got off for killing her child and leaving her child in an abandoned car until the abandoned car got compound went. So the Casey Anthony case was she pretty much told her she went to go stay with her parents. She went back home to her mother, and she told her, I think her mother asked like, "Where's your daughter at? Where Casey at? Where she's at?" And she was like, "Oh, she's with the babysitter. She's with the babysitter." She's like, "Okay, it's been a few weeks. Why is the babysitter didn't call you?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, it's been a while. She was gone." So she told her that it was this I want to say a Mexican lady or a black. It was a black or a Mexican lady. I can't remember if it was an African lady or a Mexican lady. I ain't sure. That she was babysitting Casey, and all of a sudden they couldn't find her. The lady must have kidnapped her, whatever. But they found the mom's car. The mom's car was in a parking lot abandoned. They impound the car, and during the impound they smelled something like raw, and in the trunk was the trash bag with the child in it.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I thought they said she got ate by like alligators or some shit. That's what she was saying.
No, she was in the trunk. And she was because the car was sitting so long, she started decomposing. But
I didn't know that. God.
But the whole time, if you listen to the police report, the mom called the police on her daughter. She's like, I think something is wrong. I think my granddaughter been gone for a long time, and my daughter's not telling me what's going on. I think she did something, but we don't know. And they couldn't 100%. How she got off was they couldn't prove that she actually killed her daughter.
Yeah, I remember that. That's why everybody hated her. I got that story way wrong.
Yeah.
There was so much going on around that Casey Anthony shit, bro.
Yeah, but
didn't they find out it was like deeper? Like with her, like she was invested, she was involved with other shit going on too. I don't know. It's just so much.
She had a boyfriend and all this other bullshit. But my thing was, she got off for murder. She got off for murder.
Yeah,
from killing her daughter. I think people seeing that shit think they can get away with it. Like, what was that black guy who killed his with the dreads? He killed his baby mama, his daughter. He tried to kill the son, but the son lived. And he in the court representing himself, and he was like,
"Oh, I remember." Yeah, and he
was represent himself.
Yeah. You didn't see that shit. And he was like, he was acting like he was all like dignified and shit. Now, I didn't do that. Remember, if I would have did this or whatever, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's like, wait, say, if you think I'm playing with you, well, God damn it, I'm not. Like he was doing this extra stuff.
He was going like super hard, like he was innocent or something.
And then they put his son on trial. His son lived. His son lived. He killed his baby mama. He killed his baby mama, his daughter. He tried to kill the son, but the son ended up living. And the son testified. And the son said, he had to cross-examine his son. Okay. So when he cross-examined his son, he was telling his son, "Do you think I tried to kill you?" The son like, "Yes, you did. You did try to kill me."
That's
and he
crazy.
Was like,
talk to him.
Yeah, and he was like, "Come on, you don't think I love you? That I would try to kill you?" He's like, "I was there. You stabbed me. Yes, you did." And it was crazy. But he got sentenced. I think he got sentenced to either death or life. I'm not sure.
Just kill him. What the fuck are we? I know that sounds so wrong to a lot of people, but yo, listen, you know how much time you waste with these fucking people who do these horrible things. And like you said, Eric, like you gotta set examples, man. Like you got these motherfuckers going to jail, they got TV, they got everything, they fucking chilling, bro. And then they did this horrible shit, and then people behind them, they don't even give a fuck, they don't care, so they gonna do the same shit. And I do also understand that there's corruption and shit like that, and then people just be setting people up and just murdering motherfuckers. But it's like, yo, you gotta find something, bro. Something gotta get done. These pedophiles and all this crazy shit, motherfuckers meeting kids online, and now you got TikTok over here, just got fucking Dateline representatives and shit like that all over the place now, fucking setting up their own stings.
Yo, hold on. I made a post a while back, man. We got one in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, he been setting up dudes left and right, man.
That shit crazy, bro.
Yo, it's like when I see these videos, because like I follow this dude named JD Daily, right?
I had a fun.
And he talks about what it's really like in prison, and and he talks about the pedophiles and stuff like that, and stuff that he thinks that we should do. Plus, he's a father and a abuse survivor. You know what I'm saying? And so when he talks about this stuff and the passion in which he talks about it, I believe every freaking word he says. Like me, I was never a advocate for like the death penalty or anything, because I do believe people can be, they can change if you let them. But at the same time, just like Brian B was saying, there are a lot of people on death row who deserve to be on death row who they're on death row for years. So what is the deal there? But ultimately, right? We know it's about money. It's about dollars. You get these people in jail. That the more money the corporations get, right? So it's not. And obviously I know there's more to it than just that. But at the same time, this is the way things are. Things are set up. It's crazy. Not to mention, there are some states that depending on what you did, you can get off with like a year or two of jail time, and it doesn't make any sense. I've heard of pedophiles getting out of jail after 2 years. Why?
Listen, bro, even less than that.
Well, let me tell you that I do feel like you said. I think it's different depending on what part of the region of the country you live in.
Yeah.
Because down south, I'm gonna be always honest with you, man. Because the further down south you go, the worse it gets. It's always racial. It's very much racial down this way. Down south. If you're
that
black,
part too.
if you're a black man, and let's say you was with a white girl who was, let's say she was, because in North Carolina the age of consent is 16, technically. But that is truth. In North Carolina, the age of consent is 16. But if you are a black man, let's say you were 18, but let's say you was 19 and you was dating a 16-year-old, if she was a white girl, you would definitely go to jail way longer than you would if she was a black girl. That's the truth. Same thing with drugs. If it was a white man with drugs versus a black man with drugs, a white man would get lesser time than the black man. That's actually
some things just never change.
It's very much a fact.
Some things just never change. It can be
Yeah,
like that. I live in Connecticut, and it's like that sometimes.
Well, let me ask a question too, though, about the pedophile stuff too, because I want to touch all bases of that very quick. What about the cases where, and I'm not saying anything right or wrong. What about the cases where it's proven that the girl actually lied about her age?
That's a hard one, man.
That's a hard one to prove.
That's a hard one, because it's like, even if you do, and you want to know something, it's a good argument to where it's like, somebody hooks up with somebody, you don't ask to see your fucking ID unless you're intelligent. I mean, at this point, this shit's going on. So if you think if there's even a slight of a question, hey, we ID. I want to make sure. Listen, before we mess around, I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing. You know me, I know you. Another smart thing is to wait and relax and get to know somebody. That's another big thing. But at the same time, it's like it's a gamble, bro. And if you fuck up and you get in the wrong things, it's kind of like getting in the car with somebody you don't know, and then they fucking rob a bank and you in there. It's kind of on that line. You know what I mean?
But do you think that if that's cases, do you think that something should happen to the underage person at the time too?
To the girl,
That's the reason why I say that, because it's not that I'm curious. I don't know about I'm curious about this shit. No,
I feel you.
But no, but my thing to ask this question is because I've been in like I've been doing like trying to get my research right before I go back to podcasting. But I've been in chat rooms where I've had people say that okay, this girl told me she was 18, but she was 15.
15,
you know what I'm saying?
16,
Which is a 3-year period, a 3-year difference. And people like, well, you should know. It's not much difference in your body at 18. There's no difference in your body at 15 and 18. It's not difference in your body. But mentally, it's no bit different mentally because you don't stop development until you're 25. So it like you know what I'm saying. So there are cases like that where I've heard guys say that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking.
You want to know something also? This is something I think I've said this before on the show, or whatever. But another thing, when I used to travel and deliver and shit or whatever, one of the places I used to go to used to be colleges, and I would go to it was a college in Tennessee or whatever that I used to go, and I used to fill up their Ben and Jerry coolers. And the one thing that I remember, bro, was looking around and seeing the college, and it was in a store, so like all the kids would come like get breakfast in the morning, and I'd see like the kids like they look so fucking young, bro. Like you forget, you think that like, you know, college, we're so used to seeing like, especially in media, like these motherfucking 30-year-olds playing high schoolers and shit and TV. You feel me? But when I was there and I saw them, and a lot of time, most of them are just like, you know, they're not all dressed, just like sweatpants and fucking Crocs, and like everybody just looking like they just woke up. You know, they go into the store, but it was killing me because I'm like, damn, everybody look like kids, man. And I'm fucking 30 something.
But I'm tell you, it's crazy for me too. To be like for me, it's different. I see kids all the time. I work around kids. I see it, and I was sitting there looking like a lot of times, like to me, like they just, even though they can be dressed in the most revealing shit you ever seen in your goddamn life, because these kids nowadays is going to show it all. But
that's true.
Especially go to a football game, you damn sure gonna see some shit. Yo. But my thing was, I was like, to me, looking at their face, they look like little kids playing dress up. You know what I'm saying? To me, you look like a little kid playing a dress up to me. You don't, and like I said, I don't even see why you could be attracted to that. And a lot of guys nowadays are just looking at TNA, so they ain't paying no fucking mind to the face, to the fact that she's acting like she's 12, like none of this shit. And they will fuck a lot of people up around here. Then you got people who just don't give a fuck too. That's another problem. That's R. Kelly's situation.
It's very like I talked to matter of fact, I was in the studio today with doing a tea and cornbread session. Shout out to them. Their guest was a domestic abuse survivor. She was a survivor of domestic abuse, and she was also sex trafficked at age 19.
Damn.
So she got into a relationship with a gentleman she met at 19, and he took her somewhere and never took her back home. She was also going through abuse at home, matter of fact. But
that's crazy.
But the thing was, like, when after the session was over, and I had talked to my aunt about this. One thing that I've noticed about a lot of, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen to guys too, but when it happens to women, a lot of women have stories dating back to when they were young. Anywhere, like I'm talking 10, 11, 12. As soon as they start hitting puberty and things start changing, they immediately get looked at. And some guys, and it's not even just the fact that the guys are into that. It's that seriously, we have a bias of what we think young versus old looks like. I still get, like, the way I look right now. I'm almost 40, but I still get, right? I still get like, oh, are you a college kid, or what school do you go to? Especially if it's like an older woman. They will see my face. I got a baby face. Now, if I take my glasses off,
that's an old ass nigga.
So it'd be like that sometimes. Plus, nobody in my family looks our age. We age very well in my family. So it happens a lot. But I've noticed when I'm talking to women, a lot of them have those stories of, I got, I started getting taller. People thought I was older than I actually was, and I'm really like in high school or in some cases middle school, and they're thinking that, they're trying to holler at me, but they're like in their 20s and sometimes 30s. But then there are other stories. Check these out. There are other stories where that was just normal. There are stories where 14, 15-year-old girls were dating 20-something, 30-something-year-old men.
That's true.
And that was just
still ain't normal. That's not normal, but
it's not.
They're trying to make it like it's normal, but it ain't fucking normal.
I don't understand that. But then here you have the double. But then here you have the double standard, like with the teachers, right? The teachers who try to, teachers that are getting these students. If it's a guy and a girl student, right, versus a female teacher and a male student, then nobody bats an eye.
Kyle, listen. No, listen. Let me say this, Kyle. And I was on Eric's show. We had a great conversation about this same topic. And we were all
with my brother. Is that with my brother?
Yeah. This is the thing, yo. This is the thing, Kyle.
Wow.
I get what you're saying because it is true. If you look at a 30-year-old man who's a teacher and he's over there pushing up on some 14, 15, 16-year-old girl, it's immediately, you're looking to murder this motherfucker. Well, what did he do? Blah, 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 blah. That's also a male thing. That's how men are treated in this fucking country. I don't care what anybody say. But the women side is definitely a little different, especially when it's a pretty fucking teacher and she over there giving it to these little, high schoolers and shit like that or whatever. It does get looked at differently, but I don't think anybody is disagreeing disagreeing that it's not right. Like you're still not supposed to fucking do that shit.
No,
like it's not active. But yeah, because we're men, and one of the traits of us, I know something fucking nobody else knows, is we are aggressive with our shit a lot of the times, man. We're the go-getters, we're the humpers, it's our job. It's part of our aggression, our nature. It is gotta be part of it.
But B, like we learned, and I told you, I learned a lot from listening to my brother's story just like you did. Because certain shit I didn't know. I know my brother was out there when we was kids. But I mean, we all was out there too. So I was just humping the next door neighbor. But my thing was, we were playing house all the goddamn time. Anyway, but
okay.
I got stories. But real talk. But I think we do got to understand too. We got to get the stigma out of our minds too that it's okay too. Because end of the day, because when we're young, you don't think of it as a problem. Brian, you got a son. And deep down inside, you're like, oh, my son, that's my boy. But you got to realize that, okay, a grown ass woman is coming on to your young son.
Exactly.
Yep.
You got to look at the fact that that's my baby. That's my baby. And this grown woman is coming on to my son. Like my son's about to be 18 years old. And he love older women. He love older girls. He love them. And I would tell him all the time, like, yo, I'll be damned if I come home and see a 26-year-old woman in my goddamn house.
Yeah, man.
With my son is 16. He can barely like change his damn drawers, and you up here with his ass, nigga. I'm fighting you. You're
done for real, because it is a different mentality, and a big part of that situation is you're kind of being taken advantage of. You don't know enough. You're not educated enough as much as somebody older. If it's a 16 and an 18 kind of demographic, it's a little closer. It's a little bit more of a conversation that you could probably have a little bit more, information on. But when it's like you 24 and they 16, still in school, and you out and you got life experience and you got shit going on, and there's somebody who's still just getting themselves together in their development stages, still kind of learning themselves and all that shit. One of the hardest stages, to go through as a youngin' and shit. And then it's like you're coming there just trying to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going there to them for financial advice or other things in the world. You're going there for active fucking relatable contact or fucking. I mean, ain't nothing else you can really put together, man.
What's crazy? Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying, like that. That's literally, the only reason these people are doing it. Sexuality in our country not even with just the newer versions of it, the way it's looked at with, trying to figure out gender and everything else that we got going on now. But sexuality has always been one of the craziest fucking animal instincts that human beings cannot get under control. From sex trafficking to fucking politicians to they fucking each other, secret society groups. There's so much that has to do. People lose their fucking livelihoods, their jobs, their families, kill their families just to fuck somebody, bro. Ain't that
crazy,
reality crazy?
The fact getting off is a bitch, boy, ain't it?
It's crazy, bro.
But it doesn't help that for years it was still like depending on the decade you were brought up in, it was stigmatized. So if you're a guy, okay, like for example, when my mother gave me my first piece of sex advice when I was young. She would always say, "No glove, no love."
Hey, I'm glad you said advice. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She always said, "No glove, no love." Right? When I got older and I understood what that meant, and I started asking questions, she said, "Go ask your dad." Right? So
I ignored the shit out of that. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, thankfully, I had both my parents in the house, but depending on what the subject was, they would mostly ask me to go to the other parent to talk about whatever it is I wanted to talk about at that point. If I wanted to ask my mom about my body because she happened to be there, like my dad's at work, my mom's my mom's here. I got her on her day off. Like, Mom, why does this happen? Oh, she's like, does this happen when you're around girls? Yeah. Ask your dad.
Yeah, open convo.
But it's crazy. I think as my sons got older, I gave them different like versions of the conversation.
Of course,
as they got older, yeah.
After a while, my mom figured out how to, because my sister and I are close in age. We're only 4 years apart. So she figured out how to talk to us about it without talking down to us, without without making us feel awkward about it. It was still awkward, but still. And then when my dad was talking to me about it, it was awkward, but it was more like, okay, well, if you need to see any like naked pictures of girls or whatever, because I was on the internet, early days of the internet, the block it, like the parental blocks, they were not strong. Let's put it that way. I know what sites I could go to that where the parental blocks were barely working, right? So one day I got caught, right? And my mom said, okay, talk to your dad. She wasn't angry at me at all. I thought she was going to get pissed. She wasn't angry at me at all. She just said, go talk to your dad. Next thing you know, I'm talking to my dad and my cousins. They want to know exactly what sites I was on, what I was looking at.
You about to go that shit later.
Like
bigbootyholes.com.
So it was like the vibe was
2 tons of fun ass.
The vibe was totally different when talking to one parent versus the other, right? So it was like, okay, so what am I going to do? And plus, I was a very shy guy anyway, so you didn't have to worry about me doing anything. But still, you know, it's different for one versus the other.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was different, man.
Bro,
those days, but for me, it was different, man. Like I said, first of all, with my sons, how my son has learned about it versus how I learned about it was way different. You know what I'm saying? My sons, man, as they got older, as they was little, my older son came to me at like 10, I think 11 years old, and when they were talking about like sex ed in school, and he would ask me questions, and I told him, I said, well, as you get older, I'm gonna go really more in depth with it. And I think he might have took. I think he took it where I said it with the other way with it. But he said, "I'm gonna holler at every damn thing. Like, I'm gonna fuck everything.
Fuck it.
But
I'm free.
But yeah. Oh, he told me how to use it. Okay. Boom. But but no, man. But I can't. As they got older and they were telling me more things. And now they tell me too much. Cause I don't want. I told them when they get older. This is my thing was I told my sons like when you get. I'd rather you to wait till you get to high school if you're gonna do your thing. Because I don't want you like you're not ready yet. That's because something happened to you. At least in high school, you old enough to get a job, so you can take care of your shit. But
for real.
But how I had to learn, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, how I had to learn. I grew kind of fast, and like Brian mentioned, me and my brother had these stories. Like I grew up kind of fast. We seen porn. That was our teacher. Was porn, and we seen that at a very young, like them black tapes with the cover missing.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody had a family member that had one of those that's stuck in the VCR all the time.
That's what I was gonna say before. Yep. I found my father's shit. I remember me and my cousins, we used to go and sneak down to watch Cinemax and all that shit at night.
Cinemax.
That was when we were younger. But even when I was younger, I used to take the fucking tapes and record like sex scenes from movies and shit. Like when I was in like 6th grade, I used to go and fucking record like sex scenes from movies. And I know my parents had to find at least a couple of them motherfuckers. I had a bunch of them. And I would record sex scenes from movies. I would record different things. And then we got older and started getting like, DVDs and shit like that or whatever.
Y'all was smart perverts. I like this. Y'all was some very smart perverts.
I used to, I was a freak.
I fucked up. Let me tell you what I fucked up with, Brian. Brian, let me tell you what I fucked up with. I remember one time I caught myself sneaking into my dad's room watching, seeing his tapes, right?
Yeah.
So back in the day that you had to try to hit that damn that escape button, the back button to go back to another channel or something like that.
Yeah.
So my ass went. I'll never forget this. So I never get it one time. So he had a tape in there. He had a tape in there. I would tell you the name. He called it Dirty Dozen. But anyway, he had a tape in there, and my ass called myself trying to rewind the tape back to where he had it at. So exactly I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna rewind the tape back, right? So this is what my dumb ass did. I hit the record button by accident, and I hit the flash on TV. I hit the flash on the back button on TV, right?
Yeah.
So he came back, right? He came home to the next damn day. The next day, I guess he called himself trying to watch a little movie too. So he had a table. He looking at me like this, and I'm like, "I'm eating my food. I'm eating my food." He said, "So you want to tell me?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine." He said, "You been in my room, huh?" I'm like, no, I haven't. He says, "Why is Bob the Builder is on my damn time?"
Yo, that shit is as soon as you started telling that fucking story, I started laughing because just like you just said, remember how you used to try your best to try to like hide what you were doing, like nobody gonna find out. I'm gonna put my shit just like you just. I remember times like that where I'd either be doing something or if I was watching like the shit at night, I would take the remote and so it doesn't go back to the last channel watching somebody doesn't find my shit out. I would think about that shit. All right, I'm gonna go to this channel first, and then I'm gonna cut the TV off, or I'm gonna go to the search history. I'm gonna go and search up a couple other things, and then I'm gonna what's it called so nobody can. You would actively think about that shit, like you covering tracks.
like you trying to be all the like. I would try to clear the browser history on the family computer, right?
Oh, you shit. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know none of that shit back then.
I would restart the computer, but before that, when it's really started getting like when I really started noticing stuff, I remember one day it was a summer. It was a summer night, so I'm staying up all night just watching whatever's on, right? And at one point, I'm watching FX and Boogie Nights comes on, right? So I'm like,
oh wow,
what's this?
Yeah,
right?
Wow.
Next thing you know, I start getting into it. Yeah, it's heavily censored, right? But at one point, my dad comes in when that scene with the girl with the roller skates takes her top off, and he just he just tells my mom, "Oh, your son's in here watching nudie videos." I'm like,
he ratted you out.
Let me tell you why the reason why I wear contacts and glasses for them goddamn scramble channels.
Yeah, that one too. I used to tape them shits too. I used to tape some of them. You see a titty every now and then.
Oh my god! So let me tell you.
And every now and then the audio would be up, like it would be on mute.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Let me tell you. So I was in North Carolina back in the early 2000s, early 2000s. was the Scramble channel would come on like once every 2 weeks or something like that. No, you like it was a certain channel you can go all the way to on your TV, and it was like to me like 60 something. And I remember that we would go to that channel, but it only happens because if I go back to it during the daytime, it's not there. So it only comes up maybe like once a week or once every other week. And I remember that was like, you clicking through the channels like, oh shit, there you go, it's finally on.
Yeah.
And my ass is sitting this close to the goddamn TV.
Yep. Spice TV or Playboy channel, and
you used to pray for a green titty, just so I can see that one green.
What's the right there? That'd be like fucking Christmas too.
Oh my goodness!
But Eric, I know what you mean with the channel that would come in, but over here in Connecticut, the pay-per-view channels would come in like every hour and a half. So I would time it. I'd be like, okay, so what's on? I check the channel guide and be like, okay, so what's on? And then I would check my watch or check the clock, and I would just get it would just be in for like a good not even a full 10 minutes, right? But I would just wait because those were the movies where the acting wasn't that great or the wasn't that great. A detective looking for a woman's cousin, and she wants to thank them. I know what channel that's on, right?
Yeah, that shit. Remember that's how corny porn used to be back in the day.
It's still corny as heck today, but
bro, listen, I don't watch I watch amateur like a motherfucker. Like I'm watching real people do shit now.
That's the best one, ain't it?
I'm telling you. I love that shit.
Sweaty as hell.
Yep. My real shit. I don't want to see you trying to be fucking Batman and fucking Catwoman and all that. I want real life shit.
House be dirty as hell.
Yep. Bed on the floor. No curtains. Sheet on the window. That's gonna be the best fucking show you ever saw.
Yeah, I see one more time. I see one more time. Somebody's house got broken into while they was doing it.
Oh my god!
It was like, holy shit.
No, he was.
Oh wait, I've seen this before. Oh, no, this is actually happening.
He was straight going to work. He was like, he going to work on. I'm like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the room is dirty as shit. It's the middle of the day. The blinds had rips in it, and I'm like, he's been doing the thing. She killed. Oh, she did it. You see them go. You see her say, "What the fuck is that?" And they
I'm surprised video was evident. They didn't edit that before they uploaded it.
No, now Cal, now I'm invested. Like, what happened next?
I'm telling you, bro, that's a series now.
I don't even give a damn for the flick part no more. I want to know what happened next.
Like, what happened next?
Listen, bro, that's some of the best shit, yo. On the very first episode of Live on the Line, 2 years ago, New Year's Day, I was sitting there telling everybody how, I used to just watch porn, yo. I used to just watch that shit. Like, I'd watch a whole bunch of different videos, all different types. And like we were saying, because back in the day, I used to watch Spice Channel and Cinemax and all that shit or whatever back in the day. And it's just like, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like now, I think it's just because you can see so much, bro. Like, whatever category you want to watch, whatever, it's just, you can literally watch this shit. And, there's got to be a reason why everybody's so fucking freaky, man. We just constantly stimulated all the fucking time.
Well, and people are now more like inclined to actually show that side of themselves. Because, either something has awakened in them after a while, or that's always been there, but because of a image they were trying to portray or the type of person they are, like maybe they're a little, shy. Now you have all these other avenues. You got OnlyFans, you got Pornhub, you got all these other places you can upload things for free. So now people are more inclined to really show that part of themselves. And if you have, if you have a partner that gets you, then I understand. Now me, I'm vanilla. I'm vanilla as heck. Yeah. But I can talk about it now more than I ever have been.
But got your real motherfucker. I want to fry some shit out. Like we gonna
no. I'm very no.
I'm rum raisin, motherfucker. Like,
I'm right here. I don't even know what the fuck I am. I'll tell you right now. You just said something, a key word too. There's another thing, OnlyFans. And since OnlyFans has been a thing, which has been about 2 years now, I think, where it's been like really popular, from what I can remember. I think OnlyFans is fucking up, like, how I look at women sometimes, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I be on TikTok and shit like that or whatever, and I see somebody looking good, on there, and I'm married, of course, and everything, happy. But I'm just saying, like, you still see shit, like, it's right the fuck there. So you see a girl and she on there, she got the titties out a little bit, she's showing off. She ain't even really doing nothing. But then you go look at her page, and the first thing I look at is like, okay, where them links at? I made a shirt. Where are the links, motherfucker? Like, so I'm looking at shit, and I'm like, sometimes I'll literally be like upset, like, this bitch don't got no fucking link. Like, you don't got no links.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Let me hip you up to the game, okay?
Yes.
So if you go, she ain't got her. If she don't have her link, right? She don't have a link. That's because she's being modest. What you need to do is tape her name into Twitter, and you'll see it all. Like, you'll see it.
That's
all.
it.
See it all.
You don't even need OnlyFans when you're on Twitter. I'll tell you. I know that for sure.
See it all.
Yep,
But,
you're absolutely right.
Let me tell you straight, man, and this is the truth with me. It's two things I'm gonna say. One thing, I think I'm kind of like sexed out of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of it's too much at one time. Like how much more? Like, I don't want to see. I'm getting tired of seeing people fuck now. I don't want to see this no more. But you know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little tired of it. It's like everywhere. Everybody got OnlyFans. Everybody got a premium Snapchat. Everybody got this right. Like, I'm kind of tired of it. And plus, let me say real. My days of paying for porn is the way you're done. I was never.
Oh yeah. Forget about it.
Right, like once the DVDs went out and I found out you can do this shit for free, I am done.
It's a wrap. I'll never go back to it either. I don't think.
But secondly though, I think that, and we tied this back into what we were talking about earlier, that I think that's why we got so many people now is trying to do too much sexually, and they are exploring everything and trying to do it because we live in a world that's so much been pushed out at one time. And we're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next big thing? Like, what's the next kid?
Yeah.
And it goes back to when we were talking about us being kids. Like, it was so taboo for us to see like sex for real. Like, it was really taboo for us to see it now. Unless you even watch the Spice Channel or on cable, where it used to be USA up all night. Back in the day, it was USA up all night. And you used to watch that.
I remember that.
You used to have them down.
What's some freaks, yo? Let's be real.
Let me say, the 90s was a nasty time.
The 90s into the early 2000s.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yes.
The 90s into the early 2000s was crazy.
Let me tell you, USA, BET Uncut, I was on there every time.
Taxi Cab Confessions, Real Sex. I lived in them motherfucking shows, bro.
But my thing was, like I said, I think go back there was so taboo for us to see that. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, I think they looking for the next taboo moment. So the next taboo moment is we're gonna have sex in public. So we're gonna go to the Chick-fil-A parking lot and bone in front of everybody. Like
I hope they don't see us, but they will. There's a fucking camera everywhere we go.
I hope they don't see us.
I got the plot line in my head already. I got the plot line in my head already. Okay,
I'm gonna watch it, Kyle.
Like you said it's Chick-fil-A, right? So it's two employees either right before or right after church. It's on a Sunday. So they decide, we're not gonna go to work, but we're gonna go to work.
Kyle,
no, Kyle, I got one better for you.
Wrong business.
Kyle, let me tell you this shit word nowadays. It's two gay dudes at Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. That's what it is.
Oh,
and they're open. They're open.
More than one way.
That's the sequel. You could do both on one. You could do both on one day in one day.
That's what it is. And they're fucking on the actual cow that's standing outside. That's what they do now. That's how it is.
It's either they're on the cow or one of them is dressed as the cow.
They use the side to eat chicken more as a bed sheet. Like,
that'd be the best promotion the motherfuckers ever had of all time.
They about to come out with a streaming service, so watch somebody watch.
Paul. Cal, let me tell you how it really is. Now it's both of the motherfuckers in the cow suit because now they furries.
They found something in their exploration and they found more.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna take the kink up a little bit more.
Oh man.
I can see myself right down the street now talking about that's not an udder.
Listen, bro. Ew. Listen, bro, I think we all just wild. But going back to the beginning conversation, like you said, bro, like you think about it, and we talking about this shit, like how we're talking about it now, and we have the ability to talk about this shit. I said at the beginning of the show, like you come on live in the line and you want to talk about stuff. Is this a safe place? Sure, it's a safe place. It's a safe place to speak freely. It's a safe place to say whatever the fuck you want to say. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to say something back to you or disagree with you, argue with you, whatever. But what it means is that you can say your fucking true shit, because a lot of times people feel this way. People have these same things. Most of us have these same things that we fucking done in our lives, but people don't be wanting to explore all that information, and for good reason, because maybe they don't want to release all that information about themselves. Just like we're saying that there's too much information out there. Maybe we're releasing too much information, but it's
too, though.
We have the ability to do it, bro. We have the ability to do it, and I think that is good. And hopefully, nobody ever comes back to us. Well, they were watching porn whenever. You can't be nuns now, or something. Well, okay. Well,
I mean, hold on. Go back in time and whoop 10-year-old Eric's ass. Then that's all you gotta do. Go back 25 years and whoop my ass. Then that's that, because I damn sure was in that motherfucker. Like,
I'm telling you, fucking face to the screen, losing sleep, still going to school in the morning. Yo, you know another thing too, though? I was just thinking about this. My son over here came down here with the dog, but I literally father's talking about now. But
I'm gonna go find his magazine when you leave.
If I got a magazine for you to find, it'd kick my ass. Right?
Magazine. Let me check his browser history.
Yo, when I said my son called me out. My son called me out on that shit one day. He was like, what was porn back in your days? He said, how do y'all get off to an actual magazine?
Listen, bro.
It's called imagination.
Wrestling. Listen, I was just talking about that too. Wrestling, Tori from wrestling, China. Listen,
Trish
Trish Stratus, bro. The Pink Ranger. Listen, we had our ways, bro. Ain't fucking around. Fucking 6 years old, figuring it out.
All you needed was some time and some imagination. That's it.
That's all we needed.
In the words of SpongeBob, imagination.
That's right, motherfucker. We gonna get that shit done. Y'all motherfuckers the one who need virtual reality. You got to be in the fucking movie with them and shit. Nah, we ain't need all that.
But I said like that. Like now I'm getting serious, but that's what I'm saying. I think that it's so sexed out now. We are so far, it's too much going on right now. Like
you're right.
When we're literally, like I said, we have virtual reality now. There's people really having sex with the cartoon characters they want.
Yeah,
in front of them, and it's weird. Then we're gonna get to I know we're gonna get to the place with the AI, and it's gonna come to the sex box, and we're gonna get.
Oh, that's already that's already happening.
Already a thing.
It's what I'm saying. Like, hey, little man.
Good night, baby. James, go grab you something to eat real quick, man.
He just want to hear what you're saying.
He just want to hear something. He want to hear us talk some shit. But anyway, like y'all was saying, I had something I was gonna say towards what we were saying before, but it don't matter. I mean, this conversation right here is always fun, and I'm definitely glad you guys was able to hop on today. I am bringing back Live on the Line. That's for everybody. It's going to be pretty much every Sunday. We're coming back to it. I do want to have another Last Laugh challenge. I have a lot of videos saved up. It should be a really fun Last Laugh challenge. And we got some new stuff we're going to be doing coming back around this time. I don't really know if I should call it a season. I'm just coming back. To it, and we're going to be around for a minute. There's a lot of really interesting stuff we're going to talk to. We're going to meet some really new people. I've been meeting some new people even today. So, E, go ahead. Take the floor, bro. What you got coming on? I know you got some stuff coming out soon.
Hey, y'all, man. Your little big brother Eric G, man. I'm always here, man. I'm finally back, y'all. I'm finally back into this podcast world. It took me a good ass hiatus from this for a while, man. When I say on my TikTok, life has been kicking my ass. It's been kicking.
Oh man,
boy, they've been straight. We talking about flicks, gang bang over here. But it's damn sure been there. But I can't wait to come back. The 19th, I will be switching it up for my podcast season premiere. I'm starting out with my Tipsy Karaoke as a season opener this year. And I talked to Brian where I want to do my season finale going to be this year. I can't wait for y'all to figure that out. The season finale this year is going to be really big. I can't wait. But this year, like I said, I learned my lesson from doing 5 shows last year.
It's a lot to keep up with, man.
Stretching yourself in, huh?
I know it wasn't just that, man. I wanted to promote my show more. So I split my shows up. Like I normally would do them all in different segments, but I decided to do it in 5 different shows. And this year I'm going back to my regular segments. And I think I actually found a formula that I'm gonna stick with for now.
All right.
But like I said, that the 19th of this month starts off Random Thoughts AG with my tips and karaoke. Man, it's open to the public. Y'all come on. I'm gonna say this right. Y'all don't have to drink because everybody like, well, I don't drink, so I don't think I can be able to come. Shut the hell up and bring your ass. Just come on there. It's just come on there, introduce yourself. It's like a networking situation. Come on there, make yourself known, meet some good people, have a good vibe. We always vibe out. We always have a great vibe. I think Brian coming there. I think his first year he met some great people. Like it's always a good vibe. And this year I'm my guest host is CL from Pussy Talks. She will be hosting it with me, and that means when CL start talking, she talks some real shit. So I would love for everybody to come on there. We're gonna have a great time. And network, jump on, jump off, go on by your business, then watch. We're gonna have a good time.
For sure. Yeah, I can't wait. Kyle, what you got going on, brother?
Man, I've been helping people produce their podcast, and I'm about to bring mine back. A for Able is coming soon. On the Brain Entertainment is coming soon. You're ready to either talk some mental health related stuff, living with disabilities and everything else, or you ready to talk some nerdy stuff like this, but more on the nerdier side. You feel me? Getting ready to bring that back soon. I'm inviting anybody who wants to jump on and talk about whatever they want to talk about. And we're just here to stay informed, learn from each other, and hopefully bring that into our lives, man, because there's so much stuff that we all don't know. And I feel like no matter what background, no matter what your situation is, no matter what, we can all just learn from each other. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
for sure, man.
So Kyle, you said y'all ain't talking about Pornhub on yours?
We have actually I have back in what I did this episode in 2017. We talked about sex dolls with AI. And I know I talked about this before, but I might have to have like a part 2 for that one. There's been a lot of developments lately, so.
Hey, yo, man, they got there's a lot of new shit out here nowadays, man.
Yeah,
I tell you, man. Well, it's awesome. I'm glad to hear you guys shows is coming back, man. One thing we have talked about recently, is a lot of shows that I've seen or I've been on here since doing this, seeing it's a lot of people went away, man, and it is a little bit more difficult to try to find some new people to even just talk with, like just getting on. And if you got a show or you got a radio station, whatever, we're some of us are the OGs to this shit now, bro. We've been staying on these motherfuckers and watching our promos for years now. So it's really nice to still see people still doing it, sticking to it. If you guys are interested, anybody's show, definitely contact everybody. Don't feel scared. Everybody's friendly. Everybody likes to help each other out. It's the best way to network is formulating a team that you can rock with, man. Everybody likes to talk to people. You got different ideas. And people are entertaining, man. People like Eric said, people are fucking entertaining. But we're gonna be back. Of course, Tuesday night we're gonna be back with a brand new episode of the Beeline Web Show. Also, big announcement. I hope that you guys know it's been weird stuff happening in the studio. It's September, and next month is October. We are gonna have a pretty big Halloween special this year. It's actually going to be kicking off starting kind of in the middle of this month, and we're going to see what kind of transitions we have. I think it's going to be more of like a kind of a variety show this time around. I've been telling a story, but it's going to be more variety. It's going to be pretty cool, bro. But I'm really looking forward to everything. I'm really looking forward to being back here with you guys. Like I said, Last Lap Challenge, we got a whole bunch of shit coming. But until then, we want to tell you guys to make sure that you go ahead and check us out over here at the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. That's the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. And you can check all the episodes out of Live on the Line, or web show or entertainment show, as well as the wrestling shows. We talk wrestling too. And feel free to hit us up. You guys need any kind of information or any kind of promotions done or logos or whatever. We're doing all that shit still. And until next time, we're going to ask you to stay true, stay positive, and pay attention. We out, yo. Have a great night and a great start to your week. We out of here.